Hello and welcome to another episode of Heart to Heart with Institute. It's always a pleasure to share with you, and you're here today again to have a conversation or to share with you something I've learned in the course of the past few weeks. So I just completed a program called the Exponential Accountability Program by Jimmy Terry. It was a really impactful session for me that just showed me some of the things I needed to start doing in my life, or rather some things I knew to do but I just needed to push for, and it was just an amazing session overall. So for one of the major takeaways I took from that program was the need to constantly deliver value and give value to people. As a business person, as an individual, as an entrepreneur, we need to learn to deliver value. Even as a career person, wherever you are, people tend to move forward, collaborate or work with, or go for people who sort of look like they will add value to them. So so one of our facilitators was Fela Durotoye. And in class that day, he said something that really struck. He said, money doesn't have leadership capabilities. He says, so don't let money lead your conversation. Always let value lead your conversation. When people see that you can add value, then transactional conversations will be had. But before you talk about transaction, money, always show that you can deliver value. And that was very key to me. So I thought to myself, fine, I want to be a person that delivers value, but how do I become a person of value? Because I cannot give you what I don't have. So for me to deliver value, I must first be a person of value. So I thought to come to you guys today and say, let me share with you ways on how you can actually become a person of value. The 5 things I want to share with you today on becoming a person of value. Number 1 is find your purpose. Because as we said as a background to all of this, you cannot give what you don't have. So you want to first know what ignites me, what sets my heart on fire. Do you get what are the things I love to do? Beginning to get self-aware, do probably a self-awareness test. Ask your friends to tell you what are the things you've noticed about me, that thing I'm passionate about, because your purpose also sometimes leads to passion. Right, so you want to know what your purpose is, you want to know what your passions are, and that starts the conversation of becoming a person of value. So you ask yourself, what is my purpose? Right? What is my passion? What are the things I love to do? It may not be one, it may be more, it may just be this one thing I'm passionate about drawing. I can draw for Africa. So that's the place where you can then deliver value from. Oh, I love to write clothes. I love to write codes. I love to make clothes. Whatever it is for you, you first have to, determine what it is for you. Then the next thing would be embrace personal development. Now, I cannot say this. I cannot overemphasize this. Personal development is very key. There's a principle called the principle of Kane. It's continuous and never-ending improvement. It's when you commit yourself to a lifestyle and a lifetime of personal development. You're choosing to become a better person every single day. Do you get? So whether you're reading a book or you're connecting with people of like mind, you're just choosing to be a person that's committed to personal development. So you invest. So one way to do this is to choose to invest in your personal development. One way Brian Tracy advises this is to, every month, take 3% of your earnings or income, and just commit it to personal development. If it's to attend a training, if it's to invest it in a book, if it's to take a course, and just commit yourself to always becoming better. It says in a few years' time, 3% of your income and earnings will be too much to invest in yourself, because over time, when you invest in yourself, in personal development, you're definitely going to grow so much that your earnings are going to grow to the point where 3% will become too much to invest in personal development. So make yourself a top priority. You are your best investment. So number 2 then will be embrace personal development. Number 3 that I have for you today is be original and unique. So we've talked about finding your purpose. So that finding your purpose speaks to self-awareness, becoming aware. Who am I as a person? Self-awareness, and then self-acceptance. So when you become self-aware, you're beginning to accept yourself and say, oh, this is who I am. I'm accepting myself and I'm working on myself to get better. Then you begin to have what we call self-confidence. So it now. You have self-awareness, self-acceptance, and then you can now begin to have self-confidence. So you're coming from a place where you begin to get self-aware. You say, oh, this is who I am. This is how I can get better. Number 2, which is personal development. Then number 3 is then self-confidence. Saying, yeah, as I get better, I am confident in my skin. I'm confident in my skills, and that's being original. Be yourself. That unique flavor that you bring to the world is very important. Don't begin to be a copycat or beginning to be a copy of someone else. You need to be able to add your flavor and your spice to the world the way you are. So that's the third point, be original and unique. The fourth point would then be to serve, right? Serve where you are. So serving could mean volunteering your time, volunteering your effort, volunteering your skills, or committing to assisting people in different areas. So imagine if you're a career person, it could be that you choose to probably go the extra mile at work. You choose to say, oh, they need someone to do this thing. Oh, I can volunteer to do it. You're delivering your major tasks, but you're still finding time to serve, right? Because people think when you serve, you show people that I can actually do this thing. It shows the kind of value you can bring, right? If you choose to volunteer for courses like social courses, amazing. Just find a place to serve. It could be like a leadership position somewhere for a NGO committed to training people. Just serve where you are. It's a way to also become a person of value. And then pursue excellence. In this age and generation, many of us we just want to quickly become a star, want to quickly just shine, which is fine, but there's a place of pursuing excellence. And it's also, you could also say, achieving depth, gaining depth in what you do, becoming a thought leader, becoming someone that can, you can actually respect as someone who is versed or learned in a particular space or field. Do you understand? So you need to be able to pursue excellence in whatever you do. So let me just do a recap of what I've said so far. How to become a person of value. Number 1, find your purpose, find your passion, get self-aware, begin to have self-acceptance. Then number 2 is embrace personal development. Make sure to invest in yourself, very crucial. The third one is be original and unique. Get self-confident. How do you achieve that? You first become self-aware, you accept yourself, and then you work on personal development. So to be original and unique is number 3. Number 4 is serve where you are. Volunteer your time, volunteer your skills, volunteer your effort, your talent, your money for good causes at work, in your church, in your organization, for some social causes. Serve. Then the 5th one is to pursue excellence, so that you can be respected in your field, in wherever you've chosen to be a thought leader. You need to pursue excellence and gain depth. So you're not just be someone who is superficial. We want to know that you're able to really add value. So these are 5 ways to which you can become a person of value. Have you gained anything? Have you learned any lesson? If yes, you can just drop a comment by clicking on the you can record your comments. When you listen, as you listen to this, you can just record your comments so I can listen and also hear from you. Are you a person of value? How did you achieve it? And again, it's something to notice that being a person of value is a journey. You keep growing, you keep developing yourself, you keep pursuing excellence, you keep serving, you keep being original, and over time your passion would evolve into things. The more you learn, the more you know, right? So thank you again for listening. It's always a pleasure to share with you. I remain your friend, Estitude. Cheers to becoming people of value. Peace.